At TC, we spent the last many years researching in the topic of loudness. Loudness is about how an average person would perceive your music and how loud he would perceive it. I use two loudness numbers. One is the momentary loudness, the other one is sliding loudness, set to 10 seconds. The last one, the sliding loudness, 10 seconds, is a relatively wide window, and therefore the number will go up and down, will deviate rather slowly, while the momentary is based on a 400 millisecond measurement and therefore will be much more rapid in its movements. Key number to go for, to me, is -20. At least when I do single source tracking. And of course, this number depends very much on what kind of source that is. But as a general thing, I go for -20, plus minus. Here I have a pre-recorded guitar track, and you can see that if we start looking at the momentary here, it concentrates around -23 and or something like that. ClearTM has a cool feature where you can assign the rotary encoder here to a number of features. Here in this case, I've assigned it to the target loudness, and I've set the target loudness to -20 because that's the number I'd like to aim for. And that means that -20 is placed at 12 o'clock here. So when I do my recording, I would try to concentrate my momentary loudness here around the 20. As you can see, it's actually slightly below the -20. And my sliding loudness number here confirms that. That looked over a window of 10 seconds. It's actually -22.9, -23 or something like that. So if this was a recording situation, I would probably turn up the gain a couple of dBs to hit the -20. The reason to use loudness and the reason to go for a specific number here is basically, if I do that with all my recordings, I have a fantastic foundation of working with the mix once I start mixing, because the individual tracks here will be approximately at the same level, which is a great starting point. Also, I can use the radar, which is loudness over time, to actually track if my recording has an equal level through my recording. So say if the guitar player suddenly drops in level for one of the other reasons, perhaps he's moving away from the microphone or something, it would immediately show on my loudness history here. As you can see, I have the blue bold ring here, and since I've set the target loudness to -20, the blue bold ring is -20. So I can see not only on the momentary ring here, but also on my radar here, that my recording is pretty consistent and a bit below the -20 that I was aiming for. So that's a couple of things that you could use loudness, where you can use loudness when you do your tracking or do your recording. Again, it's always problematic to point out a specific number to aim for, but so take it with a grain of salt. I would say -20 is a good number when you do single sources, and loudness is indeed great to use also at this stage when you produce music.